alligators in the sewer?
At first, no one believed it. Now, no one will forget. Alligator.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Matt from Let's Talk. And before we jump into today's topic, if you guys like 4K reviews, Blu-ray reviews, TV show and movie reviews, and some video game and some tech along the way, then consider subscribing to our channel because we'd love to grow the community. But today we're talking about the 1980 film directed by Lewis Teague, Alligator. Now, Alligator is probably a ripoff of Jaws in a sense. Jaws from 1975. After that, there's just been so many movies and shark movies and monster movies that try to imitate and capture that lightning in a bottle that Jaws was, and none of them quite do it, and that's no exception here. Now, this isn't a terrible movie, but it's not great, and it's not Jaws. So, with that said, released in 1980, Alligator was a monster movie, if you will, like Jaws. And a little girl and their family are on a vacation in Florida, and they're at an alligator show. She gets a baby alligator. She takes it home to St. Louis, Missouri, and they keep it for a little while, and her father just doesn't like it for some reason. So he flushes it down the toilet, and there's a laboratory in the city of St. Louis that is doing these illegal experiments on dogs, and they're giving them some sort of serum that doubles the growth of the dogs, and these dogs are getting huge, and they're just testing on these poor animals, and none of them survive, and somebody is dumping them down into the sewer where the alligator was flushed, and he's feeding on these dog carcasses. So that's the story behind the alligator being huge, and that's how it got to grow and mutate to that big, huge size that we see later on in the film. And, you know, so there's some sewer workers get killed, the police start investigating. No one believes the first cop that it's an alligator. He sees a reptile specialist that's familiar with these animals, and it kind of goes from there. So they're trying to search for this alligator. A search team goes in the sewers to try to lead it out, and it hides. They can't find it. It gets out, and it starts wreaking havoc on the town. And that's basically the gist of the movie. They're searching for the alligator, and yeah, I mean, the title says it, Alligator. It's a movie about a killer alligator, and that's basically it. It was okay. This was my first time seeing it. Again, it's from 1980, and so it's riding right on the coattails of Jaws. There's a little time in between the two. But the one thing I did like was whoever did the special effects on the alligator did a great job, because there was some scenes where I was certain that it was a real alligator, and it wasn't. And they did a very good job with the model and the props and whatever they were using to make it look like a real alligator. Now, there are some scenes that, I think there was one scene where you can actually see the wire they had tied to the tail for the swinging of the tail. But some scenes look terrible, as you would expect from a 1980s sci-fi horror. And some scenes look really, really good. So it's an okay movie. You know, the plot is just, like I explained before, it's just subpar. It's not great. It's not terrible. It's not Jaws. You know, I'm comparing this heavily to Jaws because I think that's exactly, they saw Jaws and said, all right, shark, we're gonna do an alligator, and that's it. So that's the movie in a nutshell. I would say it's worth the watch if you're a fan of sci-fi horror and shark movies or monster movies like Jaws, Anaconda, all the different kind of shark movies out there. It's not bad. Give it a watch. But I know what you guys are really here for, so we're going to talk about the 4K release by Scream Factory. So, as you know, Scream Factory is a division of Shout Factory. They do the horror movies, and they do very, very good restorations. They do very good collector's edition, and they really knock it out of the park with their releases. And this is no exception. So this is a 4K, so we got our 4K banner up top, collector's edition, slipcover. That's all nice. You got your 4K box like you normally would, so nothing special here, nothing run of the mill. So you open it up, nothing inside, that's a bit of a bummer. I like when at least get a little table of contents or some sort of picture art. So we have the 4K disc of the movie. Then there's a Blu-ray version of the theatrical version, and then there is a Blu-ray version of the television version. Now, from my research, the television version is actually a little bit longer as it adds scenes to the movie, which generally a TV version would cut and edit some stuff to make it fit in a time window on TV. Come on! The TV version actually adds stuff to it, which generally the TV version would cut and edit to make it fit in a time spot on a TV channel. But however, this one adds scenes, so that's pretty cool to have on the Blu-ray disc. And even the Blu-rays are all new 4K restorations, scaled down to a 1080p Blu-ray. Now, all your special features are going to be on the Blu-ray disc on the theatrical version, and they definitely jam-packed it with some special features. I'm going to read right off the back of the box. You have your new 4K scan of the original camera negative. That's on all of the discs. And then there's a new interview with the actress Robin Riker, a new interview with Lewis Teague, who is the director, a new interview special effects artist Robert Short, so that's the guy who did the alligator and all the blood and special effects in the movie. Then we have an audio commentary with Lewis Teague and Robert Forster. Then we have an interview with the screenwriter John Sayles. Then there's a teaser trailer, a theatrical trailer, and some TV spots. Some pretty cool special features, and all the special features are on the Blu-ray disc. However, the 4K disc does have the audio commentary with the director and the actor Robert Forster. Other than that, everything else is on the theatrical version Blu-ray disc. So, up to picture quality. I think this actually looked very, very good on 4K. I watched it on my OLED TV, and it looked very good. There was some scenes that had a lot of grain to it and a little bit choppy, but that's, again, to the original camera negative, you know, that's the best they had. You know, they can't clean it up any more than what they have. But the 4K looked incredible, and this is definitely the best that this movie will ever look. Guaranteed. Now, as far as audio goes, pretty interesting. There's a DTS HD Master Mono track. So there's no surround sound, there's no Dolby Atmos or any of that. However, there is Dolby Vision. So again, back to the picture quality. The picture quality is fantastic with this. And it didn't sound bad, you know, it's all front heavy. There's nothing coming out of the rears. It's all a mono track, so it's all your front and center speaker. But it sounded fine, and that was the way it was designed and intended to be seen. So again, Scream Factory, Shout Factory, they did a fantastic job on this release. Do I think it's worth picking up? I would wait for it to go on sale. You know, maybe try to catch it around the $20 range, because this is, I think it retails for about 27 bucks or 25 bucks. Try to catch it for 20 or under, unless you're a big fan of the movie. It is a good package, it is a good disc. It's just the movie itself, to me, might not be worth the $25. But I just wanted to get the review out there for you guys, so that's why we purchased it. So if you guys made it this far into the video, I just wanted to say thanks for watching. And the best way you can help us out is by liking this video, because that helps spread this video and build our community. So again, just thanks for watching, and have a great day, guys.